Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met, I am Laurie Brooks with Brooks Real Estate Group, a local realtor here in Boerne, Texas. And if we haven't met, I love sharing about the real estate journey, helping you navigate questions, talking more about Boerne, Texas, and just real estate in general. So if you have any questions, I love to hear from you. But today's video is on new home construction. So I'm a huge fan of new builds, new home construction, model homes, anything that you call it. It's all the same. It's where you're building a home from the ground up, or maybe you're finding a builder who has an inventory home that you'd like to purchase. I often like to tell people why I like new construction homes. It changes depending on what the environment is. Right now, we're at the beginning of 2025, and there's some really great incentives that new build construction is able to offer. Interest rates are a big one. They have a rate buy down because they can go in and buy a huge amount of rate down, so you can get a better interest rate for the first year or even for 30 years. So that's a huge piece right now, current market, but they do have incentives. Typically that is tied to their lender. So if you use their in-house lender, they usually give you more incentives. I also like the fact that you can get a spec home or an inventory home and get a really great deal on it. And I'm always going to advocate or negotiate for that. But the last one is the warranty. If you're not familiar, most builders, not all of them, it's not apples to apples. There's levels of builders, but most builders offer almost a comprehensive 1-year warranty. Then the 2-year warranty is on big things like appliances, and then 10-year warranty on foundation. It's not always that way, but there are significant warranties built into your new construction home. So you have a brand new home and you know that within that first year, you have a lot of things that are going to be covered. Those are just some of the differences between resale. I like both of them for different reasons. But just to tell you what the highlights of the new build construction homes are. Today, I want to tell you why it's so important to have a realtor alongside you when you go through the process. Personally, we did not have a realtor. I was not a realtor when we built our house 12 years ago, and I learned so many things. And that's why I like to help educate people when they're thinking about buying a new home. Okay, so maybe you and your family are looking for a new build home. Maybe you and your family have been searching model homes, or maybe you've just heard new builds are the way to go. Today's video is for you. I'm going to tell you why realtors are so important along that process. The biggest piece that I want you to understand is your realtor is advocating for you. We help negotiate. We help you understand the ins and outs of the contract, but we are on your side. When you're choosing a new construction home or a new build, my favorite thing to highlight why a realtor is so important is advocacy and negotiation. The best way for me to describe it is when you're working with a sales consultant, especially when you walk in the door, they're so great. They help you. And there's some really great ones out there that really want to help their clients. However, you have to remember in the back of your mind, at the end of the day, they work for the builder. If something comes up along your journey, they are always going to protect the builder. You need someone that's on your side. The other thing that realtors help with advocacy is we understand the environment, we understand the contracts. I really love helping clients, especially in the new construction home, if there's an inventory home, or we also call a spec home, so it's already being built or it's been built, you can really get some great deals on those, but you need someone that's really trying to negotiate for you. The sales consultant really wants to sell the house, but your realtor is really looking out for your best interest along the way. Another reason for you to have a realtor is they understand the market, they understand the builders, and they understand what it is that's worth the investment or not. So for me, if you're working alongside me, I will support you. Whatever area you want to go into, I try to be an expert in Boerne and the surrounding areas, so San Antonio surrounding areas, and I really want to know what's going on in the local community, what's worth the upgrades, and I really care about the builders. Now, if you think on the other side, you're walking into a builder and they have a sales consultant, that sales consultant, again, is working for the builder. They think their product is the best, whereas a realtor can give you an unbiased opinion of, okay, these are the options, these are the builders, this is why these are highly recommended, this is maybe some things that you need to look out for. The other piece that builders advocate for are upgrades. A lot of times there's a premium for the lot, there's premium for different upgrades. And so I walk alongside my clients when they're going through a design center. Sometimes that's an overwhelming process. You might have like 15 tiles to choose from for your bathroom, and it's different levels of tiles. But is it really worth it to pay for that upgrade? Or maybe the flooring is something that you're deciding on, or the appliances, or the handles that come on the cabinets, the hardware. All of those things are options that you have when you're building from the ground up. And I like to come alongside and say, hey, this is worth your investment. This is something that you should get ahead of time or have the builder put in. Or hey, you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or one of a different store, or maybe even online and get this. And it's a relatively easy swap that's not worth the investment. Those are things that a realtor will kind of give you perspective on that a lot of times the sales consultant won't, because they're not even in that process. You have a different person that you're working with when you're choosing all of the upgrades, but a realtor can really help you navigate the market and the environment. Okay, point number 3, the realtor's there to walk alongside you from the beginning to the end. Now, again, the sales consultant is really great at the beginning. They're helping you understand what floor plans they have, or if they're spec homes, they're giving you those pieces that you can choose between and maybe what incentives they currently have. But the realtor works from the beginning to the end. Once the sales consultant has this contract signed, then you a lot of times are handed over to the construction manager, foreman, something like that. Whereas I, with my clients, am there from the beginning to the end. So I'm there for the design phase. I'm there for the lot selection, the floor plan selection, the upgrades for the structural piece of it, the upgrades for the interior piece of it. I'm also advocating for a third-party inspection. So every builder has to have the city come out and inspect. They go through their own inspections, but I always advocate for a third-party inspection. I'm there along the way, so I can help identify if there's any red flags. I'll walk through the walkthrough with you. I will go through the blue tape with you. With blue tape is when you do like any cosmetic issues before you close. I'm just helping you make sure that the final product is exactly that way that you want it. I'm not saying that sales consultants aren't there to help you, but a lot of times it's the foreman or the construction manager that is now helping you. And they have a lot of projects. I am one working with you. Another piece of the puzzle of why a realtor helps you is because I'm going to negotiate for you. I mentioned this earlier. You can build from the ground up. That means you pick your own lot, you pick your own floor plan, you pick everything inside, or you can choose a spec or an inventory home. They're both called the same thing. The move-in ready homes a lot of times are a way to get a great deal. If you are fine with the interior selections are made, you can sometimes get a really great deal because the builders are through the building process. Once they complete that home, they want it off their books. This is a time where I really try to negotiate and advocate for my clients. I'm going to push as hard as I can to get the best deal for you. Oftentimes in a new construction home, you can get instant equity in your home because they're going to make a deal for you. Whereas when you're building from the ground up, you're paying for every single thing. So you get to make it exactly as you want, but you're paying for all of the upgrades. If I can help you navigate the process and I make it easier and just really give you information for you to make the best decision for your family, that is why I'm here. Okay, my last tip is a little bit unique to me. I like to be in the know for my clients. I like to see what's going on. If you're building from the ground up, I want to see what's going on. I want to make sure that the floor plan is correct, that the selections that you chose is correct. And any new construction, nothing's perfect. Many times there's fixes that they have to make at the end. And I'm taking note, I'm watching. I want to make sure that you're getting exactly what you've asked for. I'm just making sure that what you have as a vision for your home is what you're getting at the end. And also, I'm here for questions. So if there's something that's confusing to you or you're not really sure, I'm here for it. If I don't have the answer, I'll find the answer. But I really I think overarching want you to know that you have someone along your side that is rooting for you, that's advocating for you, that is there in all the aspects of it. And so you're not alone. Your home is the biggest asset that most people have. And so, especially if you're building from the ground up, there's blood, sweat, and tears. It's kind of a stressful process at times. And I'm here to help you answer any questions you have and hopefully make it a simpler process that's not incredibly stressful because you know that you have someone that you can go to that's advocating for you and will answer any questions that you have. Okay, now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. So I've told you all already that we built our house from the ground up and I learned so much along the way. What questions might you have? What things excite you about the process? I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a comment. Maybe you're considering new construction homes. You've already decided and you want some more information or you want somebody to walk alongside you. I would love to help. You can book a consultation with me. You can go to my website or you can just book some time with me to chat. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe I opened up a whole new array of questions for you. I would love to help help you navigate the process and answer any questions that you might have. I hope you found this video helpful today. I love to help navigate this market. I love to answer any questions, but I don't know all of them. So connect with me. You can subscribe if you want to know more. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, or also you can follow me on Instagram. Instagram is a place where I talk more about Boerne, the local community, the insights in the market, and more about my family. So you can see a little behind the scenes for me, my family, and Boerne. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.